At business schools, we are taught the 4 Ps. Today, I'm interviewing a leader who embodies these of a very different kind. I'm talking about purpose, people, passion, and perseverance. Perseverance being one of the most important key. Today, I'm glad to interview Mr. Mamallan, founder and CMD for Electronic Payment and Services. Electronic Payment and Services is a leader in payment technology services in India, providing comprehensive solutions for ATM outsourcing, digital payments, and MSME access to digital finances. Since its establishment in 2011, EPS has been at the forefront of ATM outsourcing in India and has expanded its services to include digital payment solutions for bank and non-banking institutions. EPS offers a range of comprehensive solutions to its customers, including ATM outsourcing and managed ATM services, card lifecycle management, switching and processing of NPCI-backed payment systems, automated reconciliation and reception management, TSP for account aggregator, and MSME open finance platform.
Marksman Daily presents C-Suite Conversations.
So, a very warm welcome and thank you for taking out time for the C-Suite conversation.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to be basically just speaking to you. Thanks.
I noticed you interacting with people at all levels while you were approaching the interview. Tell me about how important people are in an organization.
I love people. I always love to be with them, and I come from a very humble background. So I have seen it all from where I came. So I have seen the have-nots, I have the haves, and I have seen sufferings, I have seen poverty, I have seen people with electricity, without electricity. So I go through all spectrum of human beings. So in fact, if my sweeper in the office is not happy, and I'm responsible for that. To that extent, I think I ensure everybody is part of this family. Yes.
What are the qualities you embody as a leader?
No, I think there is no definitive leadership actually. My mom was a housewife, my father was a teacher. And if you ask me who is the leader in the family, and I will always call my mom. Okay, because my father used to have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, and he has traveled around a lot, he met people, but my mom never met anybody. But the wisdom that she had in terms of doing, understanding things, sitting at home, and meaning getting all the inputs into her and basically still coming out with the right decision. And that is basically the best model I'll adopt. A good person is a person who takes all the inputs and assimilates this, doesn't compartmentalize this, and then basically comes out with a solution for the family which is good. I think I would go with that model. I'll always encourage people to be better than what you are today. I think that's the model I live by.
And that is also growth for each individual.
Of course, yes.
So tell us about your entrepreneurial journey, especially that it has started at the later part of your life.
See, I think I was not a finance guy. I was not an entrepreneur by design. I was primarily a banker who turned to be an entrepreneur. And I keep saying to many of them, I'm an accidental entrepreneur. I was not planning to be an entrepreneur. I must have walked into the office and you have basically a small statue of a gentleman who's there.
I'll notice it.
Yeah, he's not my father.
Okay.
His name is K.V. Krishnamurthy. He was ex-Bank of India chairman.
Okay.
And he also did the same thing. And when I was working and when I went to him, I just want to be an entrepreneur, the first thing he said, don't be stupid idiot. You should possibly be doing something what things are comfortable with, and you don't take a chance at this age of your life. No, I said, no, I just want to do it. You tell me what you want. I want to do it. And he was a man who introduced me to an iBanking community and got the seed funding done and supported me. And believe me, after 2 years, he died. So he was alive just for me.
To navigate you
to a path where I became an entrepreneur. My journey started. So people are important, and people who trust you is also important. When I come to trust, why I liked that gentleman was, he was one guy who said nothing is money. When I trust you, it is not I'm an idiot. The obligation is on you to keep the trust. So better basically just do what I trusted you for. So it is always better to basically trust people than put the basically just the heaviness on them, and so that they don't fail.
Yes, and trust comes with a lot of responsibility as well.
Exactly. So that's what I basically learned from him. So I trust people on the face value. If they fail, it is their problem. It is not my problem, because I didn't do anything wrong.
Their loss.
That's right.
Very, very interesting. In leadership, both are important, EQ and IQ. Tell us about what kind of leadership style do you follow?
I think it's more EQ which is important, and IQ is evolving, okay?
Yes.
In fact, if you're not a human being, possibly I think you won't be able to empathize with other people as well. And possibly the way I am brought up, I come from, I think that has helped me a lot to be where I am. So if I have not traversed from there to here, possibly I won't be knowing that part of it. So since I've come from there, so I know basically what all pains every one of this family here. So I have to take care of them, yes.
So talking about the organization, how do you see the future playing out?
The next generation of growth will happen not because of the leadership. The insight what basically just the team has, because they are relevant.
Yeah,
so we are all spent force, okay? So we saw basically banking, payment, digital differently. But the new generation of payments, the pace at which payments is evolving is much different than what it was. And thanks to the industry where I come from, banking, I've been part of the industry when this digital IMPS, UPI, RTGS, NEFT, all these things started. I've been part of those committees in Reserve Bank of India. There we basically evolved. How many of you know the OTP syndrome, which is basically now used by all the card holders?
Yes.
It was started in India.
Okay.
Nowhere else there is a synonym or anything for OTP. And faster payments or the UPI or IMPS, there was no earlier basically avatar of it. Now it is being copied elsewhere. So there are many things that has happened in this country. Yes. In fact, the man who basically just implemented OTP, who is basically just is on the board of EPS. So I think we could see that coming up. But now we may not be able to see that. The next generation sees much more things than what we can see. The technology is changing, requirements have changed, the demands have changed, the supplies change, and consumerism itself is changing. So there will be a lot of disruptive basically businesses which will come in. So we need to align ourselves with that. So while we can possibly just see some things, growth coming in, innovations, but what is it going to be will come from the new generation of leadership.
Totally.
So it is important that I listen to that younger generation of leadership, and we can only give them suggestions and possibly tell them this is dangerous treading path. I can caution them, but I can't drive them. But one thing I can tell you is this younger generation is much different from our generation.
How is that?
Because they are well informed, agile, they are very smart
and adaptive,
and they understand things much faster than we took time to basically even change. This generation will change from this to this at no time, and I love this generation because of them. I think possibly this country will go to different heights.
Great, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
So this was a conversation with Mr. Mani Mamallan. We spoke about diverse topic, be it people, culture, relationships and more. I hope you enjoyed the interaction as much as I did. Look forward to the next episode of C-Suite Conversations.